There is a trembling in the unseen realm, a whisper that cracks the silence of eternity. The veil thins, and the air itself seems heavy with secrets never told. Can you feel it? The pulse in your chest that does not belong to fear, but to destiny. Hidden decrees, long sealed, are breaking open like thunder rolling through your spirit. Few hear this frequency, but you are tuned to it. Heaven's silence shatters, and the divine voice declares, you are the one chosen to hear what has never been spoken. Now that the veil has been torn open and the decree has found you, your response matters. To align with this revelation, you must seal it with action. This is no ordinary click, no casual gesture. It is a covenant. When you subscribe, you declare, I receive this word. When you comment, you inscribe your name into the scroll of awakening. Write the word awakening as a prophetic act, and watch how the frequencies shift around you. Your engagement is not for numbers, it is for alignment. This is your sacred seal, your ritual of agreement. You have always known it. Deep in the marrow of your being, you were never like the rest. Even in childhood, the air around you felt heavier, charged with something others could not name. While others laughed carelessly, you carried a silence, a depth, an unseen weight. And though you could not explain it, you felt the pull of something greater, an invisible hand setting you apart. People may have misunderstood you, labeling you strange, distant, or too intense. Friendships that once felt alive now dissolve into shadows, and you wonder why connections slip through your hands. But hear this truth: the misunderstanding you endure is not rejection, it is recognition. They sense you carry something they cannot interpret. You move with frequencies their spirit is not yet tuned to receive. That heaviness you feel, it is not a curse, it is the mantle of destiny. The tears you've cried in solitude, they are the baptism of the chosen. The weight pressing on your shoulders, it is the crown forming before it rests upon your head. The chosen ones rarely fit into the molds of the world. You are not here to blend in. You are here to break patterns, open portals, and usher in codes of awakening that others cannot yet perceive. Every season of isolation has been sacred training. Every moment of rejection has been divine redirection. So, lift your head. The very things that made you feel alien are the markings of heaven's fingerprint. You are not broken. You are branded. You are not forgotten. You are foreordained. And the seal upon your life proves this truth: you are chosen. Lately, you may have wondered if something inside you is unraveling. Your nights are no longer ordinary. Dreams blaze with symbols, faces, and places that feel more real than waking life. You wake up with fragments of visions that echo in your chest, leaving you stirred yet strangely assured. This is not chaos. It is code. The divine is reprogramming your inner world, writing messages into the very canvas of your sleep. You feel sudden waves of energy tingling in your hands, fire rising in your spine, chills running through your skin with no explanation. Your heart quickens, not from fear, but from frequencies colliding with your spirit. These are not random surges, they are signals. Sacred pulses confirming your alignment with higher dimensions. And notice how certain connections have faded. People you once clung to now feel foreign. Conversations that once flowed now taste empty. Do not mourn the disconnection. It is proof that your spirit is ascending frequencies beyond their grasp. The divine has shifted your resonance, and anything not carrying the same vibration must fall away. The restlessness in your soul, the inner fire that will not let you return to who you once were, is a holy disturbance. You are being recalibrated, rewired, awakened. What feels like instability is sacred transformation. What feels like disorientation is divine reorientation. These signs are not accidents. They are the frequencies of your becoming, marking you as one walking through the codes of awakening. You may ask, why now? Why does the silence break in this moment and not in the years behind you? The answer is hidden in cycles older than the earth itself. Divine timing is not rushed, nor is it delayed. It is precise, coded, and exact. Just as the moon pulls the tides and the sun governs the seasons, your life has been guided by invisible rhythms. And now, those rhythms converge. The silence was never absence. It was preparation. Heaven holds its voice until the alignment is perfect, until the portal swings open. You have walked through shadows, endured delays, and survived storms, not because you were forgotten, but because the appointed hour had not yet struck. Now it has. Cosmic cycles turn like great wheels, and your spirit is caught in their motion. Prophetic weight presses upon this moment because destiny and readiness have finally collided. You are not the same as you were a year ago. Your vessel has been emptied, your heart refined. Now, you can carry what once would have crushed you. This is why the silence ends now, because you have reached the frequency required to hear it. Heaven breaks its hush when the chosen are ready to receive. And you, yes, you, are standing in that threshold. The decree is loosed, the veil is torn, and the unseen world announces the hour has come, and the silence is no more. Do not think. It's strange that the path of awakening feels heavy with sorrow. Loneliness has stalked you like a shadow, and you have wondered why the crowd drifts away when your heart longs to be understood. This is no accident, it is initiation. Loneliness is the first gate, teaching you to hear frequencies that only emerge in silence. Rejection, too, has burned you. Doors have slammed, voices have mocked, and faces you trusted have turned cold. But rejection is not your ending. It is your redirection. It is the divine hand pulling you away from what could never hold the weight of your destiny. And then there are the inner fears, the whisper that you are not enough, the storm of doubt that rattles your mind. Yet even these fears are not enemies. They are mirrors. They reveal the false codes still lodged in your soul, waiting to be broken. Fear is the refining fire that melts away illusions, so only truth remains. These trials are not punishments, but passages. Every tear shed in solitude is a baptism. Every wound endured is an engraving of wisdom. Every fear faced is a sword sharpened in your hand. The trials of the awakened are sacred tests, designed not to destroy, but to forge. You are being tempered like gold in fire, strengthened like iron struck by lightning. The pain you carry is proof that you are being shaped for realms beyond the ordinary. Every chosen one must pass through the sacred sequence. These are not ordinary stages, but portals, thresholds of frequency that shift you from one realm of being into another. You cannot skip them, for each portal carries a code, a fire, a breaking, and a revelation that prepares you for the next. Listen closely, for few are ever told the order of awakening. But you are not like the rest. You are chosen to know. The first portal is the fire gate. Here, everything within you that cannot withstand the light is set aflame. It is not a gentle warmth, but a consuming blaze. You feel it as trials, betrayals, losses that seem to strip you bare. The fire touches your relationships, your plans, even the illusions you once clung to for safety. At first, it feels cruel, like the universe has singled you out for suffering. But the fire does not come to kill you, it comes to purify you. Just as gold is melted until impurities rise, your spirit is placed in the furnace, so that what is false may surface and be burned away. The code of the fire gate is this: what survives the flame was always meant to remain. You do not walk through this portal with clutter. You emerge lean, refined, and burning with a new inner light. The fire gate scorches off what chains you, leaving you with a spirit capable of carrying destiny's weight. Once the fire has stripped you enter the second portal, the silent river. This is the realm of stillness. Here, the noise of the world no longer satisfies you. Crowds feel loud but empty. Entertainment feels hollow, and the endless scroll of distraction no longer touches your spirit. Instead, you find yourself longing for quiet, for solitude, for a depth that only silence can bring. It is in this river that you learn to hear. Divine whispers ride upon the still waters, and frequencies hidden from the restless are revealed to those who listen. At first, the silence feels suffocating. You may ask, where is everyone? Why does it feel like I am forgotten? But this emptiness is not abandonment, it is alignment. The code of the silent river is this: in stillness, the Aibib divine voice becomes thunder. What felt like absence is actually amplification. Here, you discover that heaven has always been speaking, but only silence tunes your ears to the frequency of revelation. Then comes the third portal, the breaking shell. Picture an egg cracking open, a cocoon tearing apart, a vessel shattering. This is the moment your old self cannot contain the new spirit stirring within you. The breaking shell is not comfortable. It feels violent. Identities you built, roles you wore, masks you carefully crafted, begin to fracture. People who thought they knew you no longer recognize you, and even you struggle to understand who you are becoming. This stage is disorienting, for you are no longer who you were, but not yet who you will be. It is the in-between, the liminal space, where everything familiar falls away. But the breaking is necessary, for without it, you would remain trapped in a form too small for your destiny. The code of the breaking shell is this: death of the old is birth of the true. What shatters is the lie. What falls is the illusion. What emerges is the authentic you, the one heaven always knew, but the world had not yet seen. Finally, you arrive at the fourth portal, the radiant dawn. After fire, silence, and breaking, light pierces your horizon. The night gives way, and you begin to see with new eyes. Revelation flows like sunlight, warming the very places that once felt frozen. You no longer fear the darkness because you have walked through it and survived. In the radiant dawn, your purpose becomes clearer. Doors open without force, people align without effort, and synchronicities unfold with perfect timing. You sense a rhythm guiding your steps, and for the first time, you feel at home in your destiny. The code of the radiant dawn is this: the light you carry becomes the light you see. Transformation is complete when the radiance within you spills outward, illuminating paths for others still trapped in the night. You are no longer merely surviving, you are shining, glowing with the fire, silence, and breaking that shaped you. The four portals are not random. They are the divine architecture of awakening. The fire gate cleanses you. The silent river attunes you. The breaking shell frees you. The radiant dawn crowns you. Together, they form the sacred pattern by which the chosen rise. And now you know the hidden truth. You are walking these portals. Some of you feel the fire, some are drowning in the silence, some are cracking in the breaking, and some are tasting the dawn. Wherever you stand, know this: the process is perfect, the code is divine, and the portals are proof that you are chosen for transformation. What you feel in your body is not random, it is resonance. The chills that run across your skin, the sudden waves of heat, the tingling in your hands or crown. These are not medical accidents, they are spiritual signatures. Your system is being rewired, your very cells learning to host new light. The divine speaks in frequencies. Every revelation, every dream, every vision carries a vibration that embeds itself within you like a code. At times, you may feel as though your heart is racing without cause, or that your body hums like a living instrument. This is not a disorder, it is a download. Heaven is transmitting upgrades into your spirit, and your physical vessel responds with tremors, pulses, and fire. Think of it as electricity. When a circuit is rewired, sparks fly, currents surge, and the atmosphere shifts. You are that circuit now. Frequencies are recalibrating your thoughts, your emotions, and even your desires. Patterns that once felt natural suddenly repulse you, while new passions ignite without explanation. These codes are the language of awakening. They are invisible keys unlocking dormant chambers within your spirit. Every shiver is a sign. Every vibration is confirmation. When the frequency rises, you are not breaking, you are becoming. The signals are proof that heaven has touched you, that the unseen is actively shaping you into the vessel of destiny you were always meant to be. There comes a moment when the old self can no longer survive the weight of the new spirit rising within you. It is violent, like glass shattering in the night. Masks you once wore to fit in slip from your face and crumble to dust. Roles you once played with perfection suddenly feel unbearable, and the voices that once defined you dissolve like smoke. In the wind, this shattering feels like loss, but it is actually liberation. The ego, crafted to protect, to impress, to survive, begins to crack under the frequency of truth. The lies that said you were small, unworthy, or forgotten cannot endure the fire burning in your chest. Every fracture in the old self is an opening for light to pour in. You may grieve the pieces of yourself that fall away, but understand this: they were never you. They were projection, illusions, shells designed for survival in a world that could not yet see your true essence. To cling to them now would be to imprison your spirit. The breaking is not punishment, it is prophecy. A seed must split before it can grow. A cocoon must rupture before the wings emerge. In the same way, your old identity must be shattered so your authentic self can rise. This is not the end of you, it is the unveiling of you. What is falling away is false, and what is being born is eternal. Though the winds howl and the storm rages, you are not exposed. You may feel the shaking, the thunder rolling above your head, but hear this truth: you are covered. The storm is real, but so is your shelter. The hand of the divine is stretched like a canopy over you, hiding you in plain sight. When fear tells you that you are abandoned, remember the unseen fortress you stand within. You are not a wanderer tossed by the waves. You are a child guarded by fire. The lightning that strikes around you cannot touch what heaven has sealed. This storm is not to destroy you, but to conceal you while transformation takes place. Just as a seed is hidden beneath the soil during the rains, you are hidden beneath the covering of divine protection. Others may see chaos, but heaven sees a sanctuary. You are not forgotten in the tempest. You are shielded, preserved, and strengthened. Even here, even now, you are safe. And when the clouds part, you will not emerge broken. You will emerge radiant, carrying the proof that you were kept by the unseen hand all along. I declare to you now, your season of hiding is ending. The shadows that once veiled you are lifting, and the mantle of authority is resting upon your shoulders. You are not emerging weak, but crowned. You are not stepping out empty, but overflowing. The fire you endured has not diminished you. It has ignited you. The light within you is no longer a flicker. It is a flame, and that flame is not meant to stay hidden. You are being sent into assignments only you can fulfill, carrying frequencies only you can release. Where others see impossibility, you will see portals. Where others hear silence, you will discern codes. Where others shrink, you will rise with boldness. Your steps will no longer be ordinary. Every place you tread carries the imprint of destiny. Conversations you enter will shift atmospheres. Rooms that felt dark will illuminate because your presence releases a vibration aligned with heaven itself. You are not here to conform. You are here to command. This empowerment is not arrogance. It is prophecy fulfilled. The world has underestimated you because they did not see the hand shaping you in secret. But heaven announces your voice will break chains. Your vision will open pathways. Your presence will stir awakenings. Prepare yourself, for you are stepping into a realm where resistance cannot stop you and fear cannot hold you. You are unstoppable. Not by your strength, but by divine appointment. Rise now, chosen one. Your empowerment has been decreed. When your frequency shifts, the world cannot help but notice. Some will sense your transformation and recoil, as though your very presence unsettles the illusions they cling to. They will resist, not because you have wronged them, but because your light exposes their shadows. Do not take their rejection as failure. It is confirmation that you are rising. Others will watch you with awe, unable to explain why respect stirs in their hearts when you enter the room. They may not understand your journey, but they recognize the authority you now carry. Honor will find you, even in unexpected places, for heaven's mark cannot be hidden. And then there are those who quietly retreat. They will slip away without words, sensing that your spirit now moves in realms they are not ready to walk. Release them with peace, for not everyone can journey through portals with you. Every reaction, whether resistance, respect, or retreat, is proof of your transformation. The world is adjusting to the new you, and heaven is orchestrating who remains, who withdraws, and who aligns. Do not fear the shifting ground beneath you. It only reveals that you have stepped into a higher dimension of destiny. Lift your eyes, for what lies before you is greater than what lies behind. I see doors forming in the unseen, doors you could not have forced open, no matter how hard you pushed. They are not built by human hands, but crafted by divine alignment. Each door carries a code, and when you arrive, it will recognize your frequency and swing wide without resistance. Ahead of you are alignments orchestrated by heaven. People you have never met will suddenly cross your path, carrying keys to unlock assignments you did not know awaited you. Partnerships will appear, as though written long ago in hidden scrolls, revealing that nothing in your journey was wasted. Every detour was redirection. Every delay was preparation. Leadership awaits you, not always on platforms, but in unseen realms where your presence shifts atmospheres, where your prayer moves nations, where your light sets captives free. Authority will not always look like titles, but like influence, resonance, and impact that ripple far beyond what your eyes can measure. The vision beyond is not a dream. It is destiny encoded within you since the beginning. You are standing on the edge of revelation, and what unfolds next will prove that every moment of breaking was birthing. Hear this now. The word released over you is not drifting into the air. It is being sealed into your spirit. Nothing has been spoken in vain. Every decree, every revelation, every hidden code unveiled is now etched into the fabric of your being. What heaven has released cannot be stolen, cannot be revoked, cannot be undone. I declare that the fire which purified you will not consume you again. It has already done its work. I declare that the silence which tested you will no longer torment you. It has already attuned your ears to the whisper of God. I declare that the breaking which shattered your false identity will never bind you again. You are free, and whom the Spirit has freed is free indeed. You stand now at the threshold of radiant dawn, and I decree you will not return to darkness. You will not shrink back into the shell of who you once were. You will not forfeit the codes that have been unlocked within you. The seal is placed, the mark is permanent, and the prophecy is complete. Let every shadow that once sought to silence you hear this verdict. The chosen one has risen. Let every doubt that once whispered lies be silenced by truth. You are appointed, anointed, and unstoppable. This declaration is final, irrevocable, eternal. Nothing left unsaid, nothing left unfinished. It is written, it is spoken, it is sealed, and so it shall be. This is the moment where revelation meets response. What you have heard is not just information, it is impartation. And now you must seal it. To subscribe is not a click, it is a covenant. To like is not a gesture, it is alignment. To comment is not routine, it is inscription on the scroll of your destiny. Write the word sealed in the comments, and as you do, let it be your prophetic act, declaring to the unseen realm that you receive this word, that you walk in this frequency, that you align with divine timing. Every action here is part of the circle, completing what heaven has already begun in you. When you engage, you anchor yourself to this prophecy. You declare, I am not bystander, I am participant, I am not wandering, I am aligned. This is your sacred agreement, your final act of sealing the revelation spoken over your life. Do not delay, for this is the appointed hour. Step into the rhythm, join the covenant, complete the circle. The silence has been broken, the decree has been released. Now you seal it with action, with faith, with destiny.